a lot of people doubted me. My sister, my friends, even my girlfriend doubted me. And rightfully so. I'm not a runner. There's nothing to say I can do this. At 17, I was diagnosed with depression. My mother had a stroke and I really struggled to process it. Partly because I didn't talk about it. I kept it to myself, spiraling down into a really dark place, to the point I thought of even taking my own life. I was struggling. I knew I had to make changes. I turned to the gym and started running. Through discipline, I became confident in my own abilities, which gave me a new perspective on my life. I kept on training and wanted to push myself further. I signed up for a boxing event. I'd never boxed before, but wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. I trained hard, harder than I'd ever trained before. Despite this, I lost. But did I really lose? I got into the best shape of my life. I felt happy and showed discipline and gained a new perspective on what success is. Wait, it's not for this. I started rugby when I was 6. I played for my school where I was rugby captain, and I've played a bit at university, but definitely less. I only really play in the first term, and I kind of drop off in the second and third, which isn't great. But I've played quite a few games at university as well. Every rugby boy at CSM has to have some involvement with Movember, which I think is a great idea. One of the reasons I think it's so popular in rugby is because there's this idea that rugby players don't talk about their issues. Saying that like, oh, a big masculine guy with big muscles, oh yeah, he doesn't have any feelings, that's rubbish. It's obviously bullshit. Movember is obviously, it's a huge organisation that is trying to tackle men's mental health and just kind of overall men's issues that aren't talked enough about. Part of fundraising, you can run 60 kilometres in a month. And I thought, kind of jokingly at first, I was like, oh, why don't I just try and run that in one go? And you were like, that would be kind of sick. I'd film it. And then from there, it kind of spiraled. So I wasn't fully serious at first, but when I started telling people, I was like, yeah, this isn't the worst idea I've ever had. I think we both thought that it would not only be interesting, but there's some good that can be created by doing it. I think there's a view that men have to be silent in their struggles. It's interesting because when I think back to why I thought that, it's not anyone necessarily even telling you that. It's just kind of almost bred into you when you're younger, a pressure that society just puts on you. You know, a lot of people have interactions with me on a daily basis, and even when I was like depressed, I don't think any of them would have been able to tell you that I was. You can hide a lot of pain in a smile and a laugh. I think it's easy to do so. It's almost easier than looking sad because, again, you're showing that vulnerability, and that takes a lot of strength and bravery to show that. Depression can be very draining, and if you're using limited energy that you have to put on a character, that can be so draining as well. And it's like that makes it even harder. Which is why I think Movember is important, again, raising that awareness, because Sometimes all it takes is someone to go, oh, are you actually all right? Can break that facade, can break that character that someone's been hiding behind. Just trying to break that down, show it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to not be okay, and raising awareness, I think, are the main goals with this.
With only a month to train, I knew I wasn't ever going to be fully prepared. I started with 5-kilometer runs, which quickly went up to 15 kilometers. Although I knew I wasn't physically prepared, I knew this would be more of a mental battle.
Yeah, feeling good.
Feeling good.
That's what we want to hear.
That's what we want to hear, for sure.
The task ahead of me still felt daunting, but I was confident I would be able to complete it. I wasn't just running for myself, I was running for all men who had struggled. Quitting wasn't an option. Everything felt great. The weather was good. I felt happy. Each step had purpose. I was running at a good pace and the kilometers were flying by. I decided to eat some food and take a quick break. I had some light cramping, but I still felt like I had a lot in me.
It's a bit warm. That's nice. Okay. That's all I'm running, isn't it? Okay. Let's fucking do this. Resume. Alright, let's go. Olivia Rodriguez.
Let's go, Dominic!
Seeing my friends, that was a huge boost. It encapsulated the message that we were trying to get across. You don't have to do these battles by yourself, that there are people there to support you. Yeah. I'm gonna slam like 2 gels right now.
Okay.
And then eat a nice chunk more food.
Okay.
Where's this cup?
Just keep going to the left. Just around. You know where the bins are?
At 30 kilometers, I hit a wall.
Yeah, all of a sudden it just got really rough.
My legs were in uncontrollable spasm, from my calves to my thighs. I was in agony. I really thought about stopping, thinking I have another 30 kilometers to go. I won't be able to run in this state.
I just really don't want to eat right now as well, which is so rough.
But this run had so much meaning. Each kilometer had a purpose, representing a man we've lost.
Okay. No, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore.
If I can just tackle each kilometer, one at a time, changing my perspective from having to go 30 more to 1 more, I'll be able to do it. Quitting wasn't an option.
Sorry? You okay? Yeah. Your legs hurt? Okay.
I remember my girlfriend arriving and asking me questions. I just didn't even reply. I was in agony. I could barely talk, let alone walk.
Which way did you get this way? Yeah? Oh, that's...
I wanted to stop. But if I quit now, it made this pain useless. Just one more step. I was counting down the kilometers to go. Each one feeling like an eternity. It had gone from a run to a slow jog to almost a crawl at this point.
You done?
Yeah.
Once I reached that finish, I was euphoric. I felt relieved. I felt like I'd accomplished something truly great.
Oh, you're fucking joking.
What?
I thought it was 58. I've got 0.2 kilometers. 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 0.2
0.1. Oh no, I'm not done.
That I had 0.22 kilometers left. That was agonizing, thinking that I finished and realizing I still had something to go. I thought about stopping there, but I realized I couldn't do that. Each one of these kilometers meant something. I couldn't let one be incomplete. So I got back up and kept going. Just one foot in front of the other, trying to reach that 60-kilometer goal.
Let's go.
I hope it reaches one other person and it sits with them and they think, wow, yeah, that really resonates with me. And I just, as long as it's helping one other person, just anyone, that's meaningful, that's worth it, right?